guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I'm going to cover if you can trade stocks under F-1 visa status, and I'm also going to cover cryptocurrency. So alright, so let's do this. F-1 visa is for students, basically people who go to the United States for the purpose of studying. You're enrolled in school, you're I-20, and you are in university, college, or maybe you are taking ESL classes. As long as you have the I-20 form, you are in US legally. When you are enrolled and you are under F-1 visa status, you cannot work. You cannot work legally unless you work on campus or you are on your OPT. So this question from you is that, can you do video on investing and trading stocks for F1 students? This is someone who is on F1 visa, and this someone is already either trading or intending to trade. So I guess the question you are asking me is this breaching the law, right? Because if you are under F1 visa, you should not be working, right? And that's the fact, that's the law. And the only purpose why you are staying in the United States is to study, right? Now, if you want to work under F1 visa, you need to be either on OPT, optional practical training, or you can, in some cases, you can work on campus. And if you do work on campus, it's usually part-time, okay? So the question is, can you legally trade stocks and make money if you are under F1 visa? Well, if you are trading online, right, this is online trade, and you are making money under your online account, you don't necessarily work in United States as a person who needs the work visa, right? The work permit. You are not necessarily working for the U.S. employer. You are not necessarily breaching the law because you are not really working. What you are doing, you are trading stocks, and you are using online platform for that. Now, it depends, really I believe it depends on the stage that you are actually trading stock, like what's your stage, and to be honest, like I'm not really familiar with this industry. I don't personally trade stocks, but as far as I know, you are making money online through selling and buying stocks, which is online platform, even though the platform is maybe focusing on buying stocks in the United States. But again, I don't know, like if you're buying stocks all around the world, you don't necessarily breach any law, because you can be trading stocks equally even if you are outside the United States. You can just log into this platform, right, and you can trade stocks, buy and sell, and you don't necessarily need to be physically present in the United States to do that, right? So in my opinion, if you are trading through online platform, if you are doing this while you are on your F1 visa status, because you're not necessarily working for anybody, right? You're not necessarily you don't necessarily working illegally. I believe that this is not breaching the law. It's actually not necessarily the law. It's not necessarily breaching your status as a student. Because what if you were trading stocks before you arrived to the United States? And what if you were doing it already online, right? And just because you arrived to the United States and you go to school, it doesn't necessarily mean you cannot check your investment, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you cannot do anything. What if you were working before you actually go to the United States, study under F-1 visa? Maybe you are working online for a company, and that company doesn't necessarily need you to be present in their home country. For example, you are from Germany, right? And let's say you're working as a digital strategist for this company that is incorporated in Germany. And just because you're going to school to United States and you're going to study, right, doesn't necessarily mean you cannot be working for this employer, online work for this employer. I'm talking online virtual work for this employer who is in different country, in different jurisdiction, right? Just because you're going to United States and just because the purpose of your stay in the United States is to study does not mean that you have to stop working completely if the work is for someone who is outside the United States. And this is actually something that I was just discussing recently with someone I was on the phone with, because, and it's actually second time someone asked me this question: can I actually work and make money while I'm studying? You can work and make money if the employer is outside the United States and you are working illegally, even though you are studying under F-1 visa. It has nothing to do with your status. You're not breaching any law. But if you are working online for the US company or a US employer, even though you're working online and you are getting paid by the US entity, then you are breaching the law. And so if you are trading these stocks under a company, and this company is incorporated in the United States, and this company is paying you money, it doesn't really matter if it's your company or someone else's company, you are breaching the law. But if you're just making investments through online platform, and maybe you were doing previously the same investment, right, because it's an online platform, it has nothing really to do with your status, right? Same applies with the employer. If you are working for someone in the United States who is actually paying you, even though you're doing the work online, for example, digital agency work. Digital agency is typical type of work where you can do everything online. It looks like you are actually not working, but you are in fact working. Even though it's online, you are working because it's online. And you should not do that. Same thing applies when you incorporate a company, LLC, and you work for this LLC. And what do I mean by that? You actually work online for this LLC and you are in the United States under B1/B2 visa category. You are breaching the law because the purpose of your visa is to actually be visitor, right? Not necessarily work. And if you are under B1 visa and you are working online and you're working for the entity, for example, LLC, that you are the owner, the founder of, you are breaching the law. Now, if, for example, you don't work for entity, you just work for yourself. Again, this is a situation when you are like a marketer or social media strategist, right? There are so many people who are actually doing such work these days, and they travel. They are these digital nomads, and they go to United States, for example, and they are in United States under B1 visa or ESTA, and yet they provide services. If they provide services to entity or a person who is in the United States, right? Even though you haven't incorporated, even though it's just you as a freelancer, and you are providing service or you are selling products to entity or a person who is in the United States or is incorporated in the United States, because obviously the entities can be incorporated in the United States, but the person may be another digital nomad and he might be in Bali, for example. If you are providing such services while you are in the United States under B1/B2, you are breaching the law, okay? So I know it sounds a little bit complex now and a little bit complicated what I'm saying, but the rule of thumb is that whatever your status is, the purpose of your stay is that status. So if you go to United States under B1 visa, you have to be a visitor. You cannot work there and stay there. If you go to United States to study, you should study. However, if you have employer from your home country who is paying you while you are studying and he's just giving you the salary to your bank account in your home country, not in the United States, you should be fine. Also, if you are in the United States under B1/B2 as a tourist and you are providing online services, for example, digital marketing services, but you are providing these services to people who are outside of the United States, your clients are in Europe or in Asia, and this entity is incorporated either in your home country or outside of the United States, and you're just working online, managing things online, you are okay. But if your clients are inside of the United States, you are breaching the law. If your clients are not in the United States, but their entity is in the United States, you are still breaching the law. And what I mean by entity is, like, for example, they have a corporation or LLC in the United States. Because you, in that sense, are offering services to this entity, not necessarily to that individual who hired you, okay? Who is the founder or director of the company. Alright guys, so I hope it makes sense. This was a little bit longer video than I wanted to do. Let me know if you have any question, comments. If you are new to my channel, make sure to like this channel and subscribe, share this video, and also do sign up for the webinar where I teach how you can start a business, successful business, and how you can get the entrepreneur visa to the United States. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.